Dude, this is unreal how good TL are playing. Are you guys watching this? At 14 minutes in the game, they have a map hack. They have a map hack. Look, it's a map hack. They see the whole f***ing universe. Oh, Lee Sin Syndra. Okay.
Pog, let's go, man.
It's amazing already. They picked Diana and counter support, which I think is really bad. I think this is really bad, personally. Into Syndra Lee Sin. You're playing Viego Diana into Syndra Lee Sin. What would I pick over Diana? I think TF is really good. I think Zoe is really good. I mean, you have Varus Jace, right? Varus Jace, Zoe would be amazing. I think Zoe would be really good into Syndra Lee Sin. TF is also good if you want to play globals for top. Because what you could do in this draft, for example, okay? Now, this is normally not what I do, but you could play a very good comp here, where you pick Zoe on 4, okay? And then on 5, when they blind pick Leona, which I think they should have banned Leona here. I think banning Tristana, not so useful, because then they're forced to blind pick Alistar Tristana. If this is Leona ban, and they pick Alistar here and Trist, and you have Zoe, I think you just last pick Karma, don't you? And you just play hard winning mid bot, and you take over the game. Jace can also be strong side too. I think you have 3 winning lanes. I don't think lane would be a big issue for Zoe, to be honest. I think lane would be fine. Just even going down 5 CS, as long as you have the push, I think it's whatever. But it's much better than playing Dora and Shield Viego. Yeah, it looks like C9 have 3 losing lanes. Or not losing lanes. I hate the word losing, because it means that you automatically just forfeited the lane. But they have 3 lanes getting pushed in, which is very rough. Top dive? Your top dive? How can they get a top dive this early? Did GP stacks waves versus Jace? That's crazy. Oh, Santorin. Wow, Jensen's playing really good. Oh, Santorin doesn't even flash. Yeah. Looks hard. I think they have to back off now. Oh, Cordial is here, but they have no wave. Yeah, no wave. Really good play from TL. Jesus. Top. What the fuck? Am I watching IG with this top wave stack at minute 3? 3 wave stack into dive. Oh, this guy's dead. Oh no, the TPs. Oh, they get 1 in return, I guess. Yeah, I don't think TL should have double TP'd here. Small panic here, because I think the top wave's going to get pushed in. I think that if anyone's going to TP here, it's Jensen, and Alphari should have saved TP, because now you have the same situation as last game, where your AD carry has to run top. But the only difference now is the AD carry can't do anything. It's 4 minutes in the game. There's no herald. Now you have to change everything in the whole map. It's a very weird map state now. Yeah, so Leona's going to escort Jhin to push out top. Here it is. I guess Jhin just bases and runs bot. Otherwise, the map state just feels really odd. And GP's gonna have to push in bot and base and run top. Yeah, you might lose a wave on both sides, but it's whatever. As long as you can get the base. Or GP could stay if he gets 6. If GP gets 6 on his wave, he can stay ult top wave and you can dive bot. Yeah, you get 6. Okay, so what can happen now is GP stacks a wave bot. Everyone runs behind him. They dive bot and he can GP ult top. So this could be a mega play here for TL. I guess GP just bases and runs top. They're not gonna do anything on bot. But the pressure was there. The idea was there. It's really good. Oh, he does ult top wave. You don't see it. Nice. So he did ult top wave. You see that? Now, he's ulting the wave on the tower. Yeah, he ulted the wave that we saw, and then it means that the cannon wave will take longer to get pushed in. Okay. Nice. Alphari was able to do that by losing 1 melee. Really well played by Alphari. Okay, so what are the teams thinking about now? Well, Lee Sin and Syndra are ahead, and your mid jungle's ahead. So what's going to happen is they're going to play through mid to contest, right? So what happens here? Look, instantly just run through mid. Even showing himself is good. Look, they question mark ping like, oh, Lee Sin's there. But it's good, because now they're scared to walk up, and Syndra can push this wave for free. They know Lee Sin's around mid, and good, they should know Lee Sin's around mid. But just proving the point that he's there is always good, because then his team can push. Look, Core JJ is running top. You know what we talked about in game 1, where both top laners were chilling, both bot laners were chilling, and it's a jungle support mid Fiesta. Yeah, that's going to happen for the rest of the game. You'll always spot this in pro play, this exact pattern, because this is how the game should be played, or has to be played. Because if one team plays around mid, they unlock the map, which means they can move the sides first, which means if you're playing through bot, you're going to get collapsed on, and vice versa, if you're playing through top, you're going to get collapsed on, because they're playing through mid. So it means you have to play through mid too, and then it's contested all the time. And it works in turns. I think the biggest problem for C9 right now is his GP is winning top pretty hard. Yeah, playing through mid again, contesting vision. Drake is the next objective, and TL was able to get Herald without a trade. Is Blabber just going to start it? Well, that's pretty crazy for him to just start Drake, isn't it? He just saw... Wow, that was a really weird call from Blabber. Even if he gets this Drake and gets out, it's very odd, just using the information he has.
Pog, let's go, man.
Leona's in this bush, clearing out your vision. Lee Sin is bot side after doing Herald, and GP is top with TP and ult. And he's pushing in waves. Your bot lane has a little bit of push, yes, but your mid lane is under tower. And you're starting Drake. Look, mid lane's under tower. And he just starts it. It's It's a very odd way to just go for Drake. If TL knew they were here, they were all dead. But yeah, they're gonna get away with this one, I guess. So C9 do Drake, and now they all run top to cover top dives. This is something I noticed a lot of NA teams do, where they try to juggle plays. TL was doing it last game, C9 was doing it one game. And you won't see this that much in eastern regions especially. The way it works on eastern regions, if they did Drake, for example, they're diving bot. They're playing on the same side and they're cross-mapping, right? What they did here, C9, they made a huge mistake. They did Drake, okay? Then they ran all the way top to defend this tower when they have Herald anyway. So now they're just gonna have to run back bot, so they're wasting time. Look. Tower's dead. Your jungle support's sitting here. Okay, what can they do now? You just literally ran all the way across the map to do nothing. They could have pressured Jhin off the waves, maybe forced some TPs, done something. But in the end, they did nothing. Top lane's getting pushed in, mid lane's still getting pushed in, Jin's free farming. C9 did nothing. They just ran all the way across the map. TL did the same last game. And then, small thing just to note, top pressure translates to mid. It's very, very simple. Herald top, Alphari pushed in the wave. He doesn't need to base. So what does he do? He runs mid. And when he runs mid, what happens to Viego? Well, Viego's struggling a bit. Here comes GP. Now, Syndra normally would get one plate here and back, but GP's here. So he has to run back. CoreJJ's here. Collapsing mid. Keep on playing through mid. Play through mid. Play through mid. This is how Syndra Lee Sin works. This is how Xin Zhao Lulu works. This is how Lissandra Lee Sin works. Everything. AD AP jungler mid with setup. Mid. TF Graves, Syndra Graves, TF Lee Sin. Any combo with setup and AD jungle. Play through mid.
Let's go, man.
Dude, this is unreal how good TL are playing. Are you guys watching this? Can we just go through this? Like, C9 are fucking dizzy. All from one play, this dragon. Okay, let's go through it real quick. C9 do Drake. They try to run top to cover, but TL are already there first because they're top side and C9 is bot side. Then, they herald top and take top tower while C9 is trying to run top to defend the play. They end up just basing because they don't cross map. What they should have done is gone for dive on Jhin, but they have herald, so they're too late to the play. Okay, so what does Alphari do? He pushes in top all the way, and then after top's pushed in,
go, man.
He moves mid. What does that do? It gives Jensen free push in mid so he can hit the tower. And it gives Jensen free time to base. So let's just watch. Keep track of it. Alphari thinks he wants to base, but then he stops. He runs mid. Comes mid with Jensen. After this top wave's pushed in, I think Fudge might be freezing it. Whatever. No, he's pushing it. They take a plate. They take two plates. They zone perks away. Alphari stays mid. Jensen bases. Tactical stacking a bot wave. You remember how we talked about freezes go against you? Sven is freezing bot wave here, I think. He's holding bot wave in Tactical's face. Jensen bases. Jensen TP's bot. Leona release and move bot. Now the freeze goes against you, where Tactical can fast push the wave into tower. Jensen can TP into bot. And now it's a 4-man play. Alphari is covering mid waves, and you're not losing anything top. Top waves, Fudge is pushing it in. Alphari can TP top or ult the wave if he wants to. Look, push in mid, run top, losing nothing top, losing nothing mid, losing nothing bot, and making plays on every single lane in the last 2 minutes. Honestly, great play so far from TL. Playing on 3 lanes like this in the first 10 minutes of the game is very difficult. It requires a lot of coordination and a lot of wave control, and they did it all. I don't know if that was just coincidence that it happened, but they played on 3 lanes fantastically there. Top push to tier 2, mid push to tier 1 to chunk, mid bases, TP's bot, top lane takes over mid, pushes in mid, catches top, boom. All 3 tier 1s will die. Look at TL's vision at 14 minutes in the game. They have a map hack. They have a map hack. Look, it's a map hack. They see the whole fucking universe. And he can catch top waves for free. C9 can't dive him. Oh my god. It's unreal. I feel like I'm watching Rogue in their prime. On fucking steroids. Let's go, TL. Smurfing. They lost... Okay, I will admit they lost both neutrals for this, which is very odd. How did that happen? How did they lose both neutral objectives? Did Jhin overstay for another bot wave? So it's a split map right now, obviously, because of the vision diff, right? Alphari is catching waves on weak side, and CoreJJ runs top to cover Alphari to make sure he can catch his wave safely. So he knows he's safe to catch his wave, because CoreJJ is right behind him in case of a dive. Cool, they get Herald. And I guess because Tactical stayed bot to push in, and CoreJJ stayed top and showed to prevent the dive, that C9 could just take Herald and run all the way through mid down to bot and take Drake as well. Because CoreJJ now has to follow them all the way down, and Alphari has no TP. So I guess they lost 2 neutral objectives for that. I think that's a long thing of discussion to figure out how to stop that from happening. Maybe we can figure it out real quick. What could they have done to stop that? Well, Lee Sin Leon needs to base. I think they should base together. Lee Sin stays on the map though. I think big mistake here. Big mistake here. Small mistake, but big mistake. Lee Sin should have based. Lee Sin has no job on the map right now. He's trying to cover Jhin, but I guess he's taking away bot camps. They need to make sure they hold this then, somehow. I think dropping Herald is inevitable because you're going to be late to it anyway. And Jhin has to take bot tower. Okay, cool. So Santorin's base didn't matter too much now that I think about it. Jin's on midwave with Syndra. Lee Sin goes to blue. Big mistake. Lee Sin should have been here to contest midwave, I think. It's really unlucky. It's a weird one. I mean, I guess you can use it against them because they use all their tempo to get the neutrals. The argument could be that Core JJ should not cover top and Alphari backs off, but then you're trading Drake for tier 1 and Herald, which I don't think is worth it. So it's a very weird one where you have to take Drake, but you can't take a tower for it, and they can. So it's a losing trade when you're ahead. C9 get a top tier 1, but they're not playing on 2 lanes again, they're playing on 1 lane. So what can G2, what can TL get for it? Pushing in bot tier 2, pushing in mid tier 2, hitting both. They'll get Drake as well. They won't be able to crack a tier 2, but they should get Drake. So it's a trade, I guess. And towers are low. I think Alphari needs to go back bot soon though. I think he needs to match Jace. Yeah, Jace is not freezing, it's good. This Jace should never freeze. I think in this game state he has to push bot and put pressure on the map. Give themselves a pushing lane, because top and mid are being pushed. He has to play on 1 lane, get this bot tier 1. Core JJ is doing it again where he's basing and covering bot. Covering side lanes from dives. I think a bit unnecessary, you know? He should be top side with Lee Sin. Because now he's not even in this play, look. They're gonna win the play anyway. But he, I think Core JJ made a bit of a mistake there. Don't think Syndra can get dove. Yeah, so I can see why they went for it. I wonder if they saw Leona bot. Yeah, they saw Leona bot, for sure. She ran through the wave, and that's why they're doing this. Okay, they saw Leona bot. I think Jace has to TP in earlier, but there's no ward for him to TP to. So what is he supposed to do? He can't join this fight. Yeah, too deep. GP was too tanky. And they overchased and used all their ults to try and kill him. So they died. Now they lose Nash. C9 tried to make a play top by catching out GP, but he's just too tanky. Yeah, and they can't. Fudge finally gets bot tier 1, but yeah, you just lost Nash, so playing on 2 lanes again. Mid and bot. Wait, Perks TP'd behind them. I can't get Alphari. Sad. Now he's dead. Yeah, nice try, nice try. I mean, the game is in the most losing state humanly possible, so they tried to make the play. It was a good attempt. If they got GP there and got a reset for Viego, he would kill everyone. But now you're not playing on any lanes, and this is where C9 never have to worry, because there's no pressure here. Now they can just stay in mid and bot as much as they want. GP ult to zone them away from the waves. Sven actually lived. Vulcan is 1 popped. He has even ult, he's 1 popped. Yeah. TL can just push in bot now. They can't end, there's no wave. And by the time they take bot and hit mid waves there, so makes sense to push bot as well, win-win. Can't end. Gonna play it safe, take Drake and play through top afterwards. Wow, they get outranged against GP Jhin. Even when you're playing Varus, Jace, like feels like they can't do shit, can they, against GP ult Syndra Lee Sin, and then a Jhin ult Leona. Oh man, like these champs. TL's drafts these 2 games were unbelievably good. Yeah, GG, 3 nips down, you can't do anything. Really well played. TL, really, really well played. I don't know what happened to TL in these last few weeks, but these macro plays or like just these map setups were incredibly good.